Hello. How's it going? Hang on. Make the assumption you're demoing your mod? Wait. It's not technically my mod, I just... Are you talking about the OB64 rebalance? Oh, no, Cerebo's here. Sorry, I'm literally rereading it from this tiny little window here. But yeah. So, here's the thing. Seems like absolutely every dang thing that I've tried to do over the course of the last week has gone haywire. To the point where, like, for example, going down the list, OB64 weirdly lags for some reason. Tried to do, I think, RefFTA2, didn't work whatsoever. Xenonaut seems to work alright, though it's a little bit laggy for some reason, and I think it's actually just because the one that I'm using for all this is... well, it's really about time for it to be Frankensteined into the other one. I just haven't quite found a safe way to do that yet. Let's see. Yeah, tried to do the whole Bloodborne thing. My connection has been kind of sucky, so that one doesn't want to work. Tried a few other things, and for some reason they just make stuff crash. So we're gonna go back to doing the randomizer for a little bit, and yeah, it's definitely one of those weeks. Now, it's funny. So earlier I was actually watching TBM had done a thing on Daemon X Machina. So if you haven't heard of that thing, it's essentially, well, it's kind of like assumed to be the spiritual successor to Armored Core until we get an actual Armored Core. Because they've already said, like, hey, we're working on one, but I guess we kind of can't admit that all our team is off doing other projects. So yeah, they basically, it's funny because as far as pretty much all the people that were around since 3rd gen, they either all went working on Daemon X Machina or Left Alive, which I think that was the artist that went for Left Alive, and then there was some other one they were working on too. So everyone's just been off all over the place. Any dang way. So if you're in, what I was getting at here though is Crossback, I noticed, actually looks really similar to the actual starting build in that one. Just found it a little bit interesting. So we got like the shield. I mean, it's an SMG instead of a rifle, but still the overall aesthetics look very, very similar, except with missiles instead of rockets on the back. So I mean, it's the standard rocket and missile build. I just mean the aesthetics remind me of Crossback a lot, even though it was probably supposed to make everything look like white glints, but whatever. That's neither here nor there. So if you're unfamiliar with the rules for the Blenderizer, it's !Blender for those rules. Essentially, 5 ACs to get through the entirety of every single one of the missions and every single one of the arena fights with a random build between each one. So, alright. Without any further ado, let's go ahead and get this thing started. So, let's see here. Let's get those wheels going. So we got the arena, missions and arena, insides, outsides, arms, and outer frame. So we'll roll outer frame first. It's probably going to have a little bit of quietness to it. So EAS arms, we're actually already using those. Weapon-wise, what do we got? The arm cross shield, well, we've already got that sucker too. And insides and outsides, we got the extension A50s, which I think we're using too. But we seriously just... now we're using the AS40s. Okay, there's the A50s. It's a very slight adjustment. Makes it slightly heavier, but that's about it. Alright, let's go for defensive upgrades, stability upgrades, generator capacity, and then the all of the energy improvements. So yeah, basically it's the roster that I'm running for this one. I have Crossback as the first starter build. I have 3 just basic starter ACs, and then I have a Dio as the 5th one. It just seemed like a pretty fitting group. So yeah, actually let's get rid of stability. Let's put in turn speed. Also, hang on just one sec. Sorry, the puppy just went and pushed his water bowl right next to me here and started chugging real loud. Don't know if that was coming through. Anyway, let's see. Happy you got OBS Studio working for the Streamlabs notifications and stuff. Don't want to use the Alpha Streamlabs OBS program to stream. Yeah, it's laggy and janky and everything else. If you set it up, if you select to go into performance mode, it's actually not so bad. But anyway, it's mostly just out of laziness that I don't want to use anything else right now. So I'm going to go for a mission on this one. I feel like there's enough missions to be relatively safe. Okay, eliminate intruders. Go ahead and do that one. You know, I was actually gonna go ahead and try something else too, in which I was thinking, like, I was gonna go do a silent line Blenderizer. And, yeah, the weird part that happened there is I couldn't exactly remember which ones caused the thing to crash. Now, I think at this point it's just arena maps that cause some stuff to crash, but I couldn't remember for sure. For eliminate intruders, where the hell is that? But what I was gonna say is that I needed to basically mention what layer they're in going forward, because this whole trying to remember what layer everybody's in is a little bit annoying. Oh, okay, fitting. We've got crossback to go beat crossback. Just way too below to me and crashes EPS 60. Yeah, it's weird that it has crashes like that. Oh boy, what is that?
AC located.
Alright.
It's crests.
Sure is. But yeah, I like having this guy as the first spot on the roster just because he has that EO. Everything else about him is absolute trash, but at least he's got that going for him. It allows starting the run with at least one thing that doesn't have to worry about running out of shots. Probably get rid of those extensions, actually. Really not doing much other than being dead weight. Yep, that's everybody on this end, and now we just circle on back. I probably won't need the rockets, but they're there if we want them. It's actually funny that this guy is a mid-boss, because he's seriously one of the least threatening things in the series. It's like legitimately Flamefly from AC5 is probably a bit bigger of a threat. Because as you might be able to tell from this weapon loadout, there's nothing going for him. So we've got those mines; those are all right. The EO isn't terribly devastating power-wise; it's pretty all right. Just figured I'd go ahead and use EO and mines on him. Oh, apparently my controller's freaking out again. Awesome. Controller, stop. Thank you. Nope, nope. Controller, stop. Hang on. Alright, there we go. I think we're back. I don't know why it does that sometimes, but whatever. It's definitely... Okay, for real though. Why? Why does everything today work like this? I'm not counting that one because it's literally just my controller freaking out here. Hang on one sec. Let me grab the other one. Alright, and I'm back, hopefully. And this one decided it is now in slot 2. Okay, that makes sense, sure. Alright, let's get that figured out then. There we go, it's Z to skip back to the music here. Sorry, let me go back to the settings real quick, figure out what's going on with this. So the problem is, a little while ago, the old PS3 was dug up from the dirt so that I could go ahead and sell it. Now, the weird part is that, for whatever bizarre reason, my good controller has decided that it is permanently stuck on second player mode, whereas this one decided that, you know, it's just plain not going to work. So let me go over here to the control mapping. and we're just gonna remap this one. Just trying to get it to work normally. This may potentially cause some jank, but we should be alright. But yeah, this week, literally every single thing has gone wrong. I kid you not, a few days ago, even had an extra several $100 expense out of friggin' nowhere. Because, yeah, just some guy decided to go steal some stuff, so that's always fun. It has been that kind of week. Just in abso-frickin-lution. Alright, rapid fire and on throttle are going to be on this one. And there we go, that should be that. Now I need, let's see, I need D-pad down to also be mapped to the thumb, and there we go. Now we should be alright. So we'll go do that one again. Because apparently, yeah, the controller decided to skip out of it. Yeah, the broken controller challenge run? Yeah, no. No, thank you. Like, literally anything that has actual inputs, sure. Like, hell, I could probably beat this thing with with keyboard only, but yeah, no. Definitely not with that piece of crap controller. And what's funny is that it doesn't do it normally. Like, when it's actually used on the PS3, it's usually pretty fine. Like, I was going and running through pre-patch Dark Souls 2, which, yeah, that's an interesting experience. Like, going between, like, Scholars of the First Sin and then just, like, the original Day 1 version, which is just bizarrely imbalanced. Like, okay, if you've never played DS2, or at least never played the Day 1 version, they had a whole bunch of spots that were needlessly difficult. Like, specifically the shrine towards the very end. Like the one where there's just a bunch of witchly folks just standing there casting random homing missiles all the time. Those things, A, would one-shot you through heavy armor, through any resistance that you had, through anything. It would, I think they were like even, I think with like max vitality or something, they would still do like 85% of your health. So it was already just almost a guaranteed one-shot. And then on top of that, they actually homed in like crazy. So that was actually one of the first things that they ended up patching. But it was just kind of funny. Now yeah, this guy went ahead and spawned here this time. I'm not sure why sometimes he spawns on one end, sometimes on the other. It's just kind of how it goes. I think it's just based on your position, so if you're far enough this way, you'll end up spawning on the other side. If you're about the middle of the map, you'll decide to spawn here. That. Just go rockets from here on out. Okay, this is the one that has a little bit of delay on one of its inputs, but it's fine. It's fine. There should be enough forgiveness to this whole thing to not worry about that too much. Yep. Like, despite the fact that he's absolutely terrible, I still love this guy as a boss fight. I don't really like the term that much, but he is definitely almost a meme build. Because he's got nothing at all going on. Okay. Oh, right. Excellent. Turned on my piece of crap shield. That's hopefully next week will be better. Still kind of hoping that all of the people that were supposed to, send me payments for the month will actually do so without difficulty. Otherwise, I don't know what I'm going to do in a couple days. But hopefully that won't be an issue. That remains to be seen. Alright. And he's gone. So yeah, those mines are actually pretty okay damage if you end up hitting them point blank.
What's going on here?
It's like if you know which shoulder they're going to be on next, like they just alternate shoulders when they fire, you can just kind of shoulder check them, and it's pretty handy. Okay. So what are we getting for frame parts? The Uni Booster. That's a downgrade. Oh, hell. Is it lagging now? Seriously? Ah, son of a dick. Is that lag a new thing, or has it been going on this whole time? Because I seriously, I'm just gonna do like the Sots the Pit cheese run if it's gonna lag even for this. Hopefully I haven't been lagging this whole time, right? Alright, so downgrade on the booster. Basic rifle on the arm, that's actually an upgrade. There we go. And... Terrier extensions, that's pretty alright. It doesn't really help with this build, but hopefully we'll get something to, you know, to combine well into these later. For now, it's just overweight. Some video lag, but it's gone away. Audio is fine. Okay. Yeah, jeez. Why does everything have to be janky? This is right after a fresh restart, too, so I don't know why I would do that. Alright. Given the relative jankiness of this thing, I'm gonna go Arena for the next part. Okay, D15. Alright, so we got Backbreaker, no problem whatsoever. Let's go Arena for him. Get rid of those extensions, get rid of our overweight, get rid of the stupid shield. Hopefully we'll get a FCS upgrade at some point. This guy's FCS is pretty okay with the SMG, but he's got a really, really small lockbox. Thankfully, because this thing's a tank, we can just kind of go for this. Which tends to chainsaw him real good, like. We go for mines. And we get stunned by his rifle, because this thing has all the stability of a paper bag. Yep. Forget it, just go back to the rifle. It's like those mines will work in a pinch as a heavy weapon, but man, they're definitely inconsistent to use. Just because of how, whenever two ACs run into each other, they tend to behave oddly. Sometimes they'll just launch each other in different directions. Which kind of makes some of the melee mine stuff a little bit inconsistent. Let's see, using company Wi-Fi, some of it might be on your end. It was showing up on my end, like I was looking at this thing and yeah. It was deciding that no, it does not want to be friendly, it's not being nice. I wonder if this might be why. I also had two computers running. That might do part of it. Okay, fluid legs. I believe those are tanks. Let's go take a look. Definitely won't say no to tanks on this kind of run. Alright, seriously. What is going on with this? Rendering resolution. Let's pop that back down to 2 times. Maybe that'll help. Have all the other fancy stuff off. Wait, what? Why the crap aren't you using OpenGL? Whatever. Whatever. It's fine. It's fine. Just... it's fine. It's starting not to be fine. Also, I just deleted the old crossback run from last year. Whoops. Yeah, no, we are switching over to OpenGL. One sec. I think that's the issue. Alright, it's gonna restart real quick. Don't worry about it. It's fine. It's fine. That should be good after this. Swear, this has been like Y2K. Y2K covered in black cats, covered in upside down friggin' horseshoes, covered in a pile of ladders, I guess. I don't know. It's been that kind of week. Alright. There we go. Legs are redone. Arms, what do we got for arms? Arm spirit rifle. Okay, that's alright. It's way the hell better than the airline, that's for sure. Basically the block Sawa. And what do we got for insides and outsides? We got the forward extensions. Okay, decent enough. And I'm still getting weird lag spikes. God dang it. Alright, this looks like an arena build to me. E28. I believe that's one of the DLC characters. You were there for Y2K? So was I. It was pretty disappointing. Oh. Against the blade build? Sure. Yeah. This is just plain weird. So as long as I can hit him with this thing, it should do alright. Thankfully this is AC3, so the I'm gonna show up with a sword guy is not even kind of a threat. As in he'll literally just run around doing this all the time. And then sometimes he'll run up and he'll try to blade a little bit, but not very much. I don't think I've ever actually lost to this guy, like even on, like back when I was originally starting this. It's just because his AI doesn't really know how to blade properly. They ended up correcting this in Silent Line, where the dedicated blade build, because they always have one, is actually pretty darn scary at times. Though at that point, that's kind of when they were first figuring out how to do that whole in-your-face AI thing. Like where they'll actually just directly home in on your face at all times. Alright, you want to land at some point, buddy, or what? Like, I know you've got infinite energy, but dang. Alright, whatever. Don't know why I'm going for the mind kill on this guy. Alright, how much am I getting per shot here? He's got okay energy defense, he's got sucky shell defense. Still taking like 3,400 per shot with this thing, so it's pretty alright. Yeah, this rifle's pretty okay. Honestly, I kind of prefer it to the Sawa in a lot of cases. Because it may not be as directly strong, but it's way more efficient. But yeah, Y2K was pretty disappointing. Like, I remember that entire day, I was looking out the window and everyone's like, oh man, the world's gonna end today. And I'm just sitting there playing some GTA on my Game Boy, and, you know, everyone's freaking out on the radio and everything, and, you know, my mom, being the, absolute, like, psychotic, epitome of sanity that was going on there, just basically sitting there like, oh, you know, you spend the entire day praying because you're probably gonna die today. Okay. So that was nice, but yeah, so, yeah, basically all that ended up happening. Like, I kid you not, I got yelled at for having a Game Boy there. He's like, oh, you're playing a violent game. God's gonna be pissed when you die in a few hours. Like, dude, seriously? is that what we're doing right now? Alright, so arm missiles, that's a downgrade. Yeah, ultimately all that ended up happening was computers need a reset. That's kind of about it. And then what we got for insides and outsides? Let's see, I was at a LAN party, so we weren't hooked up to the network. Fair enough, fair enough. So let's see, insides, FM30s, I believe those are... that's not what I thought they were, okay. I was hoping they were the NM40s, but no, they're the floating mines. This thing sucks, okay. At least we got some leg capacity. Let's go for another arena fight, D12. Be a Pastafarian with me in the episode. Yeah, go around with a string around your head and all that. Sounds like fun. Alright, so we got Magalo. Now, I will be going for one different rule on this run that I probably should have mentioned earlier. If an AC is killed off in a mission, and then their arena fight comes up, they will be considered dead. So, like, if they're killed off in a mission, they are dead for the purposes of the arena, so that's just a free reroll. For no particular reason other than it's just kind of, it gives an extra incentive to beat some of those little optional fights, you know? just because like in most cases it's going to be way easier to actually beat them in the arena. So like for example with Nocturne especially, I think he's probably the only time when you know, when he would actually be slightly harder in the arena, maybe just because he uses his blade a little bit more. But honestly, I think the fact that you have to fight him in Rahido makes it so much worse. So, you know, say as you will, but I think the Rahido version of him is harder. Killing off this guy during his respective mission is, you know, not necessarily going to happen. Killing off Flag, maybe. That one I could see, you know, it could be a little bit cheesy, but you know what? That's fine. That's fine. She's not necessarily a super fun fight anyway, but she is actually one of the other AIs that can overheat herself to death. Because yeah, if you didn't know, like you can kill her off during the mass assault on Union, or no, on Crest. But yeah, if you just go and you just blade her a whole bunch, she'll just die at that point. She says her ammo's out, but she's just lying. She's just a liar. Should run for president. Anyway, what was I getting at here? Actually, yeah, let's put some mines out. I'm sure this won't go horribly at all. This is why these floating mines aren't very good, by the way. This guy's going all over the place. He's never gonna hit one of these mines. This is just for the hell of it. Might lose our first AC here, because he keeps hitting me with those rockets. Or not. There we go. There we go, done deal. Could have been much smoother, but not too bad. Alright, moving forward here. Outer frame. Heavy SSRS. Gotcha. Alright. Good old chunky beef legs. It's gonna be pretty darn good here. XB1 on the arm. I think that's a parry blade? No, that's a Sprox. What is the XB1? No, I actually don't remember. XB1, XB1, what the hell are you? Okay, so it's not an arm weapon. XB1, XB1. Stop lagging, please. Why are you doing that? Oh, hang on, be right back. Alright, you know, it would help if I wasn't an idiot, because I was looking at the completely wrong thing. Because it was a frame part, and I was looking at it as a weapon. Okay, so yeah, mid back missile block, perfect. I can probably go ahead and replace the radar with that. There we go. This thing's looking mighty slow right now, but hopefully we get something good here. Extension back boosters, would have been good to have some, maybe extension relation launchers or something like that. Alright. Do I want to... Let's go for a mission, I guess. This could just kind of end the first AC here. Let's see, defend water processors. That's doable. It's funnily enough, that's actually where I just, wait a minute. Crap. Alright, let's get Mastiff. He's the most likely to do stuff. The planes get the most coverage, as do the helicopters, but they always die to missiles, whereas Mastiff is just really good at taking stuff out. Okay, this isn't the one I thought it was. We're alright. So I've got an okay generator in this thing, but I just can't boost worth a crap. Get rid of those, because they're just going to be a problem. Put some rockets on, I guess. Get rid of the floating mines, because who gives a crap? I'm never going to use them. Get rid of that. Wow. Yeah, these missiles are not doing as good as I would have hoped against these. Now, ideally, you probably want to be standing on, like, this spot right here. Just because that way they're not targeting the processor by accident, but... In this case, since I can just sit here and take the hits for them, hopefully they should just hit me instead. Alright, that's Mastiff over there. Yeah, this AC should just be able to tank all the damage they can possibly put out.
Enemy AC identified. It's Megalo.
But he's already dead!
This is Megalo. Commencing my attack.
Funnily enough, he actually comes from different sides at random. But it doesn't matter, he'll only ever attack you, and yeah, he'll just leave as soon as the MTs are done. So, whatever. As long as he's down there, he just will be stuck on yellow lock forever, and he won't actually do anything. So all you gotta all you gotta do is just sit here and attack these guys. Look at him, he thinks he's damaged, it's adorable. Actually, this time he decided to come out and play a little bit. Huh. Alright, whatever, that's fine. That's fine. Yeah, I don't really want to deal with overheat.
Processing plant 3 damaged.
Yes, because he's being unusually aggressive. I know.
Processing plant 1 damaged.
Dude. Alright, if he's gonna be like this, if he gets himself stuck in here, I'm just gonna friggin' pop him with rockets and that's it. Because that's basically what's happening. He's not actually trying to attack these things, he's literally hitting them on accident. Let's go right here. I think that that's probably why they picked him for this. Somehow that missed. These things are not very accurate, I gotta say. Are we just about done here? Should be just about done here. He's withdrawing, he says, as he continues firing. Okay, so there we go. Is that one done? It's a little bit more, well, crappy than it needs to be. What do we got for frame? Cask arms, okay, that's just a defensive upgrade. I'm already running pretty heavy stuff here. Overweight arms, not ideal, but fixable. What do we got for weapons? Okay, we got a flamethrower. take that over this stupid shield any day. Oh yeah, kiddo. Alright, and Malum, not super useful, but whatever. Let's go arena build on this. C2, okay. And I think we're gonna fight him in the parking lot so I can flamethrower him. Alright, hang on one sec. Alrighty, that was a bit more effective than I was expecting. Yeah, gonna be a little bit quiet on this end. Little kiddo's having a very loud playtime off in the background here. So, you know, such is life. There we go. Let's go get the birdie on there. Let's get, we got for arms. Arm rockets, okay, that's doable. Always good with arm rockets, although, man, I'm gonna... It's kind of annoying, actually. Actually, wait a minute. No, wait. The arm rockets are these ones, not the rocket arms. It's these ones. So yeah, no, it's even friggin' stronger. And then what do we got here? Extender pods. Yes. Okay, so this is, yeah, definitely arena. Definitely arena. Actually, this could take on anything, really. It's probably the first and only legitimately viable thing that we're going to be seeing in a good long while. So I can probably go redo some of these extensions a little bit. So we can get rid of those, because I'm... Actually, no. Go ahead and leave them on, because I'm still using the energy yo. Yeah, this thing is DPS is kind of nuts. So we're going to do... Let's say mission, actually, because might get some... I might get, like, Rikito Hell or something. Oh, destroy massive weapon? Perfect. Perfect. Wait. Destroy massive weapon, or... Oh, crap. Well... Not ideal. Not ideal, but it'll do. I mean, we've got some pretty good bulk, so whatever. We're gonna go for him. He's got some pretty strong damage. The downside is, if you fly into this particular map... Okay, so never ever let yourself land on that grate. We're gonna get rid of the flamethrower. I'm gonna wait for him to pop up real quick here. I'm gonna drop lock like a doofus. Take a bunch of hits like an idiot. Somehow drop lock like crazy. Okay, hang on, one sec. Alright, back for a moment. Hello there, Mr. Panman. How are things? Alright, so locking onto this guy is going to be a bit annoying with this setup, so I'm just going ahead and let him get some free damage in. Alright. Launch. 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 Those will do a hefty chunk to him. Like, honestly, this missile setup is not too bad. Actually, I was kind of hoping for a two cycle there, but oh well. Actually, why am I still carrying these floating mines around? Let's get rid of that. Can probably... Yeah, I can switch to rockets at this point. I don't think those were hitting him. I don't know if we dropped aggro yet or not. We're still got rocket range. Yeah, there we go. These hand rockets hit like a dang truck, so... Hello there, Mr. Pro Cow. But yeah, so the hand rockets were never better than they were in AC3. Okay, so far so good. That's the first major hurdle. Okay, Brick House Core, that sucks. We just lost our EO, and we lost a good number of our optional slots. So, who? Anyway, so yeah, Brick House, there we go. At least we got defense for days now. Like, this thing will not stagger. It can barely move, but it won't stagger, so that's always nice. What do we got for weapons? Back basic radar. We'll get rid of the back rockets for that one. There we go, basic radar. That's pretty useful. And then for insides and outsides, come on, give me a good generator. And it is the silent extensions. Crap. In that case, I would have gotten rid of the other one. Oh well. So, silents are basically going to be an anti-missile system. They're pretty effective, but this thing's training is all hell. I mean, I guess it helps. It's not too bad. I'm going to go missions again. The See, that's the thing. If it gets Rajito Hell, this thing could absolutely curb stomp Nocturne. If we get Massive Weapon, it should be fine. The only thing I'd be worried about is range of that in that case. Last mission would be nothing. If we get... if we get the one where we have to hold off against Union, that would suck. That's probably the hardest one in the game with this kind of challenge. So anyway, I'm gonna go do mission because we've got as much armor as we're gonna get. A safeguard water supply. Yeah, you're funny, game. You're funny. It's like the second worst mission for this kind of AC. It's like, oh, I hope you like your platforming section in your giant bulky thing that can barely move. Alright. Where the hell is it now? Safeguard water supply. There we go. Internet was dead for hours. Know the feeling. Know the feeling. My internet keeps dying, my systems keep dying, everything keeps dying all the dang time. Grumble, grumble, grumble. Alright, get rid of that. Keep hand rockets just for the sake of a little bit of speed later. So let's go here. At least we can feather now. I say, as the feather trick gets ruined by a random rocket. Stupid helicopters. They can't actually rocket you straight into the water here, which can be kind of annoying. So we're just going to go ahead and clonk over this way. Hello there around the corner. Goodbye around there around the corner. How did that not count? Hit? I don't know. But moving right over here.
6 opened.
So it's funny, I was actually thinking about doing more speed runs of this at some point. And then it kind of occurred to me that honestly the timing on it is kind of weird at this point. Because it's funny because they mashed together the PS2 and PSP versions into the same category, which makes zero actual sense because, well, I mean, they load completely different, their layouts are completely different. It's weird. Gauge 6. As all my boosts keep getting screwed up by helicopters. I love how we haven't even cracked below 9,000 AP so far. Their attacks are that ineffectual. It's almost like ultra heavy ACs are completely busted in early 3rd gen. Anyway.
Gate 5 opened.
Looks like little man's gonna call me away here in just a sec. Like, I require more food, but you cannot have more food. We need to wait for more food. Otherwise, your mom's gonna be pissed at me. Ah, didn't get the snipe. Oh well, that would have saved exactly 0 time. Clearly gonna be speedrunning this kind of AC. But yeah, so the reason I was mentioning about the whole speedrunning thing is when I was thinking back over the time that I thought was pretty decent, I was still 10 minutes, like after a good bit of practicing, I was still 10 minutes under a guy that was doing it on the PS2 version. So that's already, ooh, some kind of dingling thingy just happened. More dingling thingies just happened. I don't know what them thingies are. I can't see right now. Hang on, let's see. Go and done deal. I'll just leave it there. They could shoot at this guy for like another half hour with no real issues. Hello there, thanks for the follow you type stuff. Appreciate it. And also I'll be right back. My kiddo needs a little bit of help here. Give me 30 seconds. Yellow again. Sorry about that. But yeah, greatly appreciated. Alright, so what's next here? So yeah, it's funny, all I remember from... Let's see. So yeah, Pan saying all he remembers from Zoid is the elephant robot. All I remember is the wolf. Like, there was, it's funny, there was this Mega Bloks set at the time, which it turns out, yeah, you can combine Mega Bloks and Legos just fine. But, at the time there was this one that was basically this giant, like, knight robot and a wolf, and I kept wondering if there was any relation between the two, because it looked really, really similar. Like, almost you'd expect a lawsuit levels of similar. Also, we're gonna be quite a bit overweight here. That's not ideal. Alright, come on, give me something good. Oh, awesome. We're not overweight enough, we need the solid. Alright, cool, let's get this 1,500-pound gun. Fantastic. And what do we got for insides and outsides? Please give me the CR5000. Okay, the RAWs. Okay, if you don't know what the CR5000 is, I'll show you in just a sec. Just because I feel like... Actually, okay, so we got the heaviest generator. If we got the CR5000, let's see. Compared with the current one, which is pretty decent, weight of 153, if we get this one, it goes all the way up to 775. Although we're already... Oh, dear God. We're not making up that deficit, so we're running overweight, I guess. So yeah, 2,200 pounds overweight. Oh, beautiful, beautiful. This is the kind of jank that I play this challenge for. Well, let's go for an arena fight. Let's see, Shadow Fox lives on as a Monster Hunter mod. Fair enough, fair enough. Okay, E30. I think that might be one of the DLC characters. Let's see. Let's see. I call them DLC. They're not actually DLC. Okay, this guy, he's not so bad. He can overheat you with that Howie. His missiles tend to miss, meaning he's got one actual properly threatening thing. Though, again, that howitzer and pistol combo can be scary if he gets a combo on you. So I'm gonna go Wasteland. Should have checked the weights on these things. Okay, definitely gonna get rid of the Sawa. Extensions I'm gonna leave. Get rid of this. Get rid of this. Am I somewhat okay? Okay. So I've got flamethrower only, and I've got these extensions. Extensions will completely nullify his missiles. They've got the best response in the game, and he's only got 8 of them, suckers. So he's ready to try to fire 1. I'm just gonna sit here and dodge. I should be able to flamethrower that missile out of the air, worst case scenario. Or just do that. So that's 2 of 8. I'm going to run him out of those things because he can point blank with him. 3 out of 8. Okay, let's... Alright, let's go this way a little bit. That's half of them gone. And he's going for that combo. As long as he doesn't hit me with the Howie, I've got more than enough AP to tank his entire pistol and any overheats that he's got coming my way. Okay, time to burn him. Yeah, there we go. He's overheated. Ah, hell. Yeah, best anti-missile response in the game. Can't hit the slowest missile in the game. Awesome! Awesome, okay, so that's 5 out of 8. Possibly more. Yeah, it didn't even fire 2 of those times, which is just awesome. One they're missing. There we go. See, all it takes is one little impact from the flamethrower to kind of wreck him. And he's got almost no armor against it. Then again, most things will instantly overheat from the flamethrower, as it should be. Thankfully, our setup is such that I can actually overboost pretty effectively. I don't think that actually hit him. Didn't get any hit indicators anyway. There we go. Roast, USOB. Be like the marshmallow you always wanted to be. Come on, give me those good angles. You know, turn speed actually doesn't suck that bad for something that's this bulky. In fact, if we can get a MG1000 on this, there's basically nothing that I can't beat with that. Then again, with an MG1000 on a completely overweight AC, there's really no reason to ever lose, ever. I say as one of the runs ended as I had 1000 MG before. Not that proudest moment ever, but then again, that thing couldn't exactly move either. I think it was like 4,000 pounds overweight or some nonsense. Like, it literally couldn't even boost without instantly going into overheat. Or into charging, rather. And I think that was against Kaiser, so it, you know, that's always fantastic. Get rid of those, because I think he's out of missiles at this point. And then let's burn ya. Come on. He's already done anyway. Yeah, there we go. Does matter. He was overheating to death. It's all cool beans and stuff. Alright, what do we got next here? We got outer frames, solid edges, boo. Stop taking away my dang carry weight. Okay, so solid edges are gonna be these ones up here. I know those ones are called the edges. Basically, the orders are what I call the solid edges. These edges are just basically the light edges. So, either way. It's a little bit of carry jank, but oh well. What do we got for arms? Back sidewinders. That's not bad. Not bad at all. What am I actually equipping on that side? Yeah, it's definitely an improvement over the brick anyway. So we got the sidewinders, and what else? Okay, CR10. That's not bad. It's not good either, but it's at least a weight decrease of a very slight amount. So we're still 1,700 pounds overweight, or 2,700 pounds overweight. Cute. This is totally looking viable. So what do I actually have to ditch to get under that 2,700 now? So this thing is pretty light. Well, relatively light anyway. 1520, so another 2,200 on top of that. That'll, say it's 600. Yeah, I literally... If I threw away every weapon I had, it wouldn't be enough to get under overweight. Alright, let's go for an arena. We might have to do some desert cheese. What's up, child? We're having a very intense time with the pacifier. It's like, I will put this in my mouth! But you're not supposed to go mess with them while they're doing that, because they're trying to figure it out. They just get really mad while they're trying to figure it out. It's like, why can't I get my hand to work? Alright. Bison... that's not so bad. In fact, if we just go parking lot, we should just be able to do this easily. Now we're just gonna go full chunk boy mode here. So get rid of those, leave the extensions. Just gonna Robocop our way up to him. And then the idea is to very slowly just DPS race him. Oh my god, this thing can't move worth jack. Slowly kind of sort of winning, I guess. If he hits me with one of the pods, it's just over, but... Alright, come on, burn, you bastard. Yeah, this thing can barely move. Like, with the Sawa, I'm getting enough hits, but it's getting this flamethrower at the right angle at him. Oh, this thing is so chunky. They ate too much. Had too much Valentine's Day chocolate. Anybody have any interesting Valentine's Day plans that they did? Alright, Brick House Core already using that, so nothing new there. Fantastic. Oh, cross shield on the arm. That's gonna make this even more viable. Man, there's one intense pacifier over here. Are you guys hearing that, by the way? Like, should I just mute for a little bit? We got forward extensions. Yeah, this thing is a complete pile of crap. Okay. Arena? Biggest chungus. Okay. 15. Okay. Paradox. I mean, If I were to ask for something that would die super easy, that would definitely be up there. So I'm gonna hope that this thing has enough tankiness to just eat that, basically. So we're just gonna try to Sawa spam him. Oh, this actually might work. Shield, puke him a little bit. There we go. Also, be right back. So I will say I'm... Oh, crap, I didn't actually mean to roll that, but okay. Next arena fight's gonna be A2. I will say, going forward though, I'm kind of tempted to take the DM32s and all that off the list. Mostly because it's a part that actually doesn't do anything. Anyway, we got a bazooka. What do we got for frame parts? Cobb BZ48. Okie doke. Okay, so we got them things. In that case, I need to re-roll the arm weapon. And the back ammo for days. That's actually pretty perfect. It's about the only thing that can make this particular thing viable. So nifty. And how are we looking at for weight here? Not so bad, actually. We're only 700 overweight. So, yeah, if we just drop the sides and the insides, we should be alright there. Okay, so we got BB. So let's go fight us a BB. I can think of exactly one way. Actually, no, it's Ace, isn't it? Here's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna try bum rushing in the parking lot, and then if that doesn't work, we're gonna go for Wasteland Cheese with a starter AC. Because this thing still has a pretty high amount of defense, so he should be able to just DPS him. Okay, that's a good chunk out of him. Don't get behind me, come on now. Still in this. Get to the corner. I was trying to take the corner earlier. Oh, one sec. Right, and that's Ace gone. Not exactly the prettiest win, but a win's a win, yeah? We got legs, EM70s. I want to say those are midweights. As long as they're not the orcs, we're alright. No, we're not. Okay, so we got the little paper legs. Fun. What do we got for weapons? Dual sky missiles, okay. I guess it could be abused for something. What do we got for insides? Come on, good booster or something? CR11. Okay, that's a... I'm pretty sure this AC is getting close to the end of its life here. So we need to redo some of this stuff. Actually, disabling lock-ons might still be the only way here. Alright. Let's go for another arena fight, I guess. C1. C1... Oh, of course it would be Cypress. Why wouldn't it be Cypress? Okay. Cool. Well, desert cheese or nothing here. He doesn't usually fall for desert cheese, but we'll try it. Probably should have gone for parking lot, but... Oh hell, what are you doing? Please get hit by this somehow. Alright. Try two different approaches here. First is just going to be blind firing with spread shots. If that somehow works out, nifty. Oh. Well. Okay, rip that AC. Time to go make a new one. Alright, sorry for the long pause there. Yes, that's 2 dead to Cypress. Let's see if we can roll something better. Realistically, what I should have done is gone for, I probably should have gone for the 3rd LX shot, but I figured he would, you know, do what he ultimately ended up doing. Unfortunately, everything he does is completely made of cheats, so yeah, he can just shred through armor like nobody's business, because he's a cheating scumbag. Anyway, so orders are over here someplace. So let's go get the orders. Give me my orders. Where are the orders? Why am I completely missing stuff here? There we go. I'm just blind, that's why. So actually, no, the other ones were supposed to be the other legs. Apparently I'm just remembering this completely wrong. Okay, spread rockets, that doesn't exactly bode too terribly well. There we go, let's get some spread rockets, and yeah, we'll just go for desert cheese now. I thought that there was a chance, because the LX is one of the few things that can actually crack him pretty easily, but didn't exactly work out great. And yeah, inside contact bombs. There we go. Let's just get all the defensive implants going, and let's do this thing. Yeah, there's a very realistic possibility that we're actually just gonna lose the entire run to Cypress now. Because literally the desert cheese is all that has the chance to work, and it usually doesn't on him, because he usually just circles around to the side. But let's see what happens. You know, miracles occur sometimes. Okay, and he should be coming around there, so let's drop some of those out there. Alright. Let's go here and see what he wants to do. Just maybe hop him with these a little bit from here. At least clip him slightly. Usually he'll just go around to the side there and kind of lock in on you. Come on, you know you want to hit the slide tile. I know I'm not exactly taking very good shots here, but I'm literally just trying to get him to waste his ammo as much as possible. If I get a lucky shot with these rockets, fine. Because if I wait too long, or if I get a lock onto him, there's a pretty good chance he'll just circle around and get me. This guy's made of bullcrap. Nope, nope. There's the bad spot. There's the bad touch. Oh, hello, child. You need your sunglasses? There you go. Enjoy. Yeah, if you threaten him with a lock-on, he gets a bit more aggressive. And as you can tell by his ammo count, he's not exactly running out anytime soon. Just because, again, he's made of cheats. He should not be able to move that fast. He should not be able to equip that much weight. In fact, trying to rebuild this guy for the AI arena was a feat. Because yeah, every part of his build is just completely impossible. Mash that tree. Well, I'm trying. I'm trying the cheesiest thing I can think of. It's like 1 more millimeter that way and we're out of bounds. He's gonna be over that way. If I go that way, he's gonna immediately attack. If he gets himself unstuck, because he does fly around like a spaz, if I fly up here, he might potentially get himself unstuck. You know what? There is one possibility, but it might also just immediately risk losing this thing. If he starts going left, I'll try it. Those are probably just hitting the cliff. Basically, if I go forward into that, you see that like little gap on the left? If I hop into there, if I if I get some good RNG on these missiles, there's a chance that they'll decide to go for a vertical arc, at which point they can circle around and hit him. Because he's kind of just stuck on the edge, but he may decide to go upwards at any point. And that's what I'm worried about. If I go close, he may decide to do just that. Alright, so this is risky, and I wouldn't recommend it, but here's what we're doing. Go here. First, let's go for some missiles, just in case. Because, yeah, like you saw there, they have a chance to go around the corner. If he goes around this corner, then we immediately turn around and go back to the other spot, and as long as they don't fly out of bounds in the process, there we go. Now, he has to still be on the ground. Is he still on the ground? No, I think he went back. See, that's what I said by he's pretty dang resistant to this cheese. Because almost none of the AIs know how to avoid this, and he does. Is he behind me? So I have no radar, I just gotta use missile lock on it. That could work. That can work. That can work. Slowing this up. And then, let's see. Let's face this way, see if he maybe wants to try to circle around to about right there. So he likes being on your back. Now fast forward it real quick, see if it happens. Nah, I'm pretty sure this won't work. This might be the end of this particular attempt. And we've still got 3 rerolls left to be able to pull this off, but yeah, Cypress is... I think Cypress, holding off Union, and Kaiser are probably the biggest challengers, although Kaiser can be cheesed, as was shown the last couple attempts. And the only reason that this guy's an issue is because, A, he's resistant to that whole cheesy strategy, for one thing, and for another thing, he cheats harder than any other AC in the game, and for another, he can't be run out of shots like many of the other ones can. Like, as a backup strategy, you can, a lot of them you can just dodge forever. This guy is accurate enough and, well, everything enough that you either overpower him or you get him to run out of bounds, or that's it. Because getting him to run out of shots, the most consistent way, I mean, there's two semi-consistent ways. One of which is to essentially use this rock right here, but then you have to be able to still have the speed to run as soon as he starts charging. Because he will eventually charge. And his charge, as you can see, is really friggin' overwhelming. So we're gonna go over here. Now granted, this AC sucks, this is true. But it's just the fact that he can instantly overheat you and everything else is some special load of bullcrap. Usually he'll just get around to your side here, though. And then just keep shooting you until you die, because he doesn't want to go out of bounds. Or just, you know, hover above you forever. That works pretty well, too. I'm just going to fast forward to here if he decides to go out of bounds now. Like I said, resistant to cheese. So, move on to the next one. Already down to Blender 4. Yeah, I can tell you right now, this run's probably not succeeding. Okay, pedal legs, that's alright. That's alright. I was hoping for a little bit of armor, but yeah. Because, yeah, speed doesn't really do very much if you can't pull down any accuracy with it. Good missiles or something? Plasma pumper? Oh yeah, that's really gonna do it, isn't it? Alright, plasma pumper is this thing. Sweet, shortage of energy. And what do we got here? The basic generator. Okay, cool beans, cool beans. So, there's exactly one way that this can potentially work. We are going to go into a parking garage and hope to somehow out-DPS him with this setup. It's not going to work, by the way, just spoilers. he can jank out, like his AI can completely break. So that's a maybe. Alright, we'll drop those two. We'll go down to this corner here. Yeah, maybe the other one, but not this one. If he gets stuck on the corner or something, maybe. But yeah, he's way too fast for that. What's up, kiddo? Oh, you want this thing? Okay, well. Here you go. What do you say? You're welcome. Yeah, if we had done this with the LX, maybe. Yeah, this isn't even close. Alright, and last attempt. COD DS64. I think those are the Macross arms. Yeah, they're the Macross arms. Alright, that could work. I just need a good FCS to make it work. Block small missile. Fine. It's gonna be this one. Come on, good FCS. And it's the KD99. Okay, nope. So much for that. KD99. Watch this somehow pull out a miracle. I mean, interestingly enough, this could work. Could definitely work. It's fast enough to work. Not fast enough to work, it's got enough DPS to work. Let's go Wasteland again. It gives just enough hiding spots. Alright, switch over to the fast fire. Or that is to say the quad fire. So if I just run and fire, there's a chance. What I was trying to say is this thing has enough shell defense to maybe withstand some plinking fire from the chain gun. I love how he's, like, everything about him is such bullcrap. Even, like, missiles, he's weirdly resistant to missiles because his anti-missile that's just, like, built in will automatically work better than the one that's on his shoulders. As in the one that works, like, 10% of the time or something like that, it works probably 50% of the time for him. And it will always be the ones that were about to hit him. Oh, come on now! Got out of bounds. But you know what? I'm gonna allow a retry on that one just because it was so close. I just want to know. I mean, the run's dead, one way or another, but I just want to know. Just for future reference. Oh god, this guy's such a load of crap! Yeah, that run went about as good as it could have gone right there. Pretty much it would have required luck, like if he decided to suddenly go for something else, completely whip or something. Like sometimes if you can kind of mess with his AI a little bit if you get really close, in which he'll switch over to his blade and pistol AI. But yeah, no. So that's the end of that run. So we'll go ahead and leave it there for the time being. But that's fine, we'll be doing more later. And yeah, provided that no other shenanigans occur, this afternoon we're going to be trying the quest for cheese that I've been threatening to do for a long time, since nothing else seems to want to work. OB64 doesn't want to work, friggin' anything to do with Tactics server doesn't seem to want to work, just nothing seems to want to work for this whole last week, so all that's probably just going to wait until I get the new Franken laptop put together. So, either way, see you then, see you soon, and take care.